God bless. Amen. Fire and ice. You ever wonder about, because I know you see it a lot in New Age, which I used to be involved in, but you ever wonder about the pineal gland? It sits in the back of our noses. It controls our sleep patterns, basically our melatonin, or I think some of our emotions, our dream patterns, our sleep patterns. It controls a little bit of every different thing, especially with our melatonin, for instance. That I'll put it like this: why is it, you can see it in psychology or whatever else, that when a person's frontal lobe, I don't know if it's every person, but I know, like, I guess if the frontal lobe basically, okay, just look at it like this: if the frontal lobe is basically destroyed, even if it's at birth or maybe later on in life, why is it that, I know the frontal, like, part of our brain is it's part of the control of, like, our emotions and everything, but, like, is there more to it than that? Like, is there more to it? Is there a reason why when someone's frontal lobe gets destroyed, they don't feel empathy, they have no emotion, they have no emotions at all, and then, like, a lot of people, like, when that part gets destroyed, no empathy, you could kill someone and you're not going to feel for them. And you could, like, and then people, like, some people who have had their frontal lobe destroyed have become serial killers, mass ones, like big Ted Bundy's, massive serial killers, like, and it makes me think, like, you think, like, is there an actual, like, is there a spiritual aspect behind this, like, more than just our emotions getting, like, destroyed, and that part being, like, the control of our emotions, but also that part, like our frontal lobe, being connected to our pineal gland that sits in the back of our noses? Is there just, like, a deeper pattern to this, a deeper meaning, like spiritual meaning behind this, like our frontal lobes being connected to our pineal glands and it drawing in demons, basically? Like, what if your emotions were destroyed and you didn't become like a serial killer, you just didn't feel, or you just felt less? But then some people end up going and killing people and enjoying it. And it's just like, what does that fall into? Like, it draws in the demons. For a person to start hurting, harming people, sometimes even harming animals first, as like a precursor or baby steps into actually committing real murder on people, citizens in society, you know, like, what is all this connected with? Is it just the spirit realm? Does some people, like, have a generational curse over them that just, like, that's happened, so it draws in demons for them to start killing people? That is what I'm kind of confused about. Your frontal lobe connected with your pineal gland. And they even say in the old, like, think of, like, all the paintings and everything you've seen, like, especially in, like, the ones I think of in, like, Egypt, where they have, like, the Horus, or, like, the gods have their hands out, and they're all trying to grab the pineal gland, or it represents a pine cone. And it just makes me think of, like, all this is steeped into the spiritual aspect of it all, spirit realm, all of it. And it just, like, it makes you wonder and think, is there something so much more deeper to this than just a person not being able to feel emotions, but for some people to actually draw in demons to actually start committing murder and harming others? It's not just want, or so much to just not feel for someone, but it's a whole nother aspect to it when you actually want to start harming people. That's what I'm trying to get, like, a deeper meaning to this that our world does not get, you know. It doesn't get, it's just like science. It just, if it tries to step outside of its bubble, it's lost. It doesn't understand what's going on, what is at stake, what is at play here in our world. In a spiritual aspect, it just does not catch on, doesn't believe. It's just like what that scientist was saying. What was his name? Bill Nye. Scientists, honestly, science doesn't recognize anything outside of the, like, touch, feel, taste, see, you know, so on and so forth, all the senses. If it's outside of that, like miracles or blessings, it doesn't recognize it. And it's not real to the scientific community. I don't know. Tell me what some of you think about this frontal lobe connected with the pineal gland, so on and so forth. God bless. Amen. Fire, nice, Godspeed.